Hey everyone, today we're diving into KateLynn's heart-pounding adventure. She used her brainwaves to snatch something super important and then breezed out the window. Just when she thought she was safe, a strange noise came from behind her. Was it aliens looking for her? She turned around but saw nothing, only to be scared half to death by a long-armed monster. The monster was staring at her like she was an ant, and when KateLynn decided to run, she crashed into the controlled man. The man wasted no time and yanked her hair, dragging her to the monster. Just then, a giant black disc silently zipped by, and the monster started gesturing at it. Then the disc echoed back, and seeing this, KateLynn felt something was off and began to struggle. She kicked the man, causing him to be sucked into the air in a moment of chaos. Looks like the disc made a wrong call there. Just when he was about to be devoured by the disc, the beam vanished, and the man dropped like a rock. Did the disc give up? Sure enough, the disc messed up and shattered into pieces, disappearing without a trace. The thing stuck to the man's throat screeched painfully, and the long-legged monster was clearly furious. The monster refused to grant KateLynn any respite and lunged towards her. In a panic, she dashed towards the car, with the beast relentlessly pursuing her every step of the way. Luckily, the monster got stuck in the car. Spotting the leaking gas, KateLynn thought, "It's time for some dark cuisine." She lit it up without a second thought and quickly distanced herself, ready for the show. Like in a movie, the car exploded dramatically, and the long-legged monster seemed taken care of, but KateLynn's joy was short-lived. Suddenly, the light blinked away, and a beam targeted KateLynn again. She dashed back inside. Not sure how long it had been, the alien monster entered the attic, filled with KateLynn's anger and memories. The monster appeared to be engrossed in these things, with a look of utter fascination, as if it had developed a keen interest in her sister. Just as it was facing out, KateLynn snuck up from behind, ready to give it a surprise. But the next moment, before KateLynn could react, the monster shot out red light, pinning her in place. She helplessly watched the monster float down slowly, feeling like she'd stepped into a weird alien ocean. As the monster gazed at the trapped KateLynn, a weird little creature was regurgitated, ready for a feast. The little creature floated toward KateLynn's mouth. Looks like it's the secret weapon to control humans, and KateLynn woke up. Looking around, KateLynn suddenly realized everything might have just been a dream. She was scared yet happy. After all, it was such a bizarre dream, but just as she sighed in relief, things took a turn. She saw her sister, who should have died long ago, appearing in the room, leaving KateLynn feeling a mix of emotions. Although overwhelmed with guilt, KateLynn apologized to her sister, then reached out and pulled out the little creature. In an instant, the scene changed. KateLynn finally freed from her nightmare, determined to return to town. But just then, that hair-raising long-legged monster emerged once again, and KateLynn took a step back in terror, while at that very moment, a beam finally managed to capture it. Surrounded by alien monsters, it seemed like a human test, with some reaching out with their fingers. KateLynn's memories were unlocked instantly. She seemed to return to her childhood, seeing her mother dote on her. With another shift of the scene, she witnessed the moment when she unintentionally killed her sister once more, and a surge of complex emotions immediately filled her heart. In a unique and serene space, her sister was seated across from her. KateLynn chose not to evade, but instead bravely articulated her remorse. The alien monsters watched silently, as if studying these human emotions. They exchanged information among themselves quite frequently, seemingly planning to carry out some sort of grand experiment. Suddenly, KateLynn felt herself falling rapidly. As she fell, she looked up at the sky, feeling an inexplicable calm rising within. She had no idea what was happening, but it felt like her mental blocks finally unlocked, leading to a new life. This time she wasn't lost, living positively and optimistically, greeting neighbors and getting warm responses. The whole town seemed transformed into a harmonious utopia, and her dance radiated joy. And that's the end of the story, but don't go yet. I'm about to break down the plot. Don't forget to subscribe, dear friends. First off, it's all likely KateLynn's fantasy, stemming from that time she hurt her sister as a child. Since then, she lost contact with her mother, and even the townsfolk ignored her. Over time, her lonely life caused mental issues, and she longed for forgiveness. Thus, she imagined this tale of an alien hero saving her, while reconciling with her sister. This explanation makes sense. After all, how could a powerful alien get easily taken out by her? The second explanation is a bit chilling. Aliens might be particularly interested in human emotions. If everyone else fell, why did only KateLynn get lucky? Was it really alien kindness at play? In fact, they'd already consumed everything about KateLynn, maybe wanting her to create a perfect illusion, so she could mistakenly think she received forgiveness, living in a beautiful mirage.